Is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thank you, Madam Chairman. 2 weeks ago, President Biden ignored the will of this Congress and issued a veto message of my resolution, which would have nullified the resolution, his reckless, unconstitutional, immoral student loan transfer scheme. As others have said, he's not trying to forgive student loans. He's trying to saddle unsuspecting taxpayers with the burden of paying for others' student loan debt. But Republicans and Democrats should come together, as they have already done on a bipartisan basis, and send a strong message on congressional authority to the executive branch. Again, President Biden simply does not have the authority to forgive student loans and thus spend hundreds of billions of dollars, taxpayer dollars, hard-earned taxpayer dollars, as he transfers debt to those who did not incur it. The power of the purse belongs to the legislative branch, belongs to the House of Representatives. I suspect the Supreme Court will confirm that if we don't override this veto. The president seems to even know this himself. When talking about student loan forgiveness on CNN just about a year ago, he said, "I don't think I have the authority to do this by signing with a pen." Student loan cancellation, again, doesn't make the debt go away. It transfers the cost from the borrowers and transfers it to the taxpayers, those who never went to college, those who worked hard and paid off their student loans, or those who worked their way through school to avoid student loan debt. In fact, 60% of the constituents in my district do not have a college degree, yet the Biden administration wants them to have to pay for the college education of others, those even earning up to $250,000 in a typical family, or a non-typical family, I should say. So we're going to make plumbers and welders and carpenters pay for the student loan debt for the high-income earners. There were a handful of Democrats in the House and the Senate who supported my resolution when it was first sent to the president's desk. And I urge more of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to act today to stop the unilateral actions of President Biden that are worsening the education financial crisis, unfairly transferring debt to those who didn't borrow it, and usurping the constitutional congressional authority of this House. And I yield back.
The gentleman yields. Does the gentlelady reserve? Gentlelady reserves. The gentleman from...
Happy Independence Day, friends. This is huge news. Many Americans are now able to receive a federal tax credit worth as much as $7,500. Hundreds of congressional lawmakers are now supporting a proposal that would provide low-income households with direct financial relief. This new plan would also cut poverty across the United States. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing a surprise winner for the Walmart gift card giveaway. Please make sure you enter the giveaway by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Democrats recently introduced a proposal to enhance the federal child tax credit based on the successful temporary expansion of the credit in 2021. The temporary expansion, which was part of President Biden's economic rescue plan, was in response to the crisis. It cut childhood poverty roughly in half that year. The new proposal has the support of over 200 House Democrats and largely mirrors a proposal included in the president's annual budget requests. Advocacy groups estimate that if this plan were in effect next year, it would benefit more than 60 million U.S. children. 3/4 of the benefits would go to families in the bottom 3 quintiles, consisting of households with less than $86,600 in income. This proposal stands in contrast to a recent proposal from House Republicans, which would mostly benefit the richest Americans and foreign investors. The House proposal made several changes to the credit, including increasing the credit amount from $2,000 per child to $3,600 for children age 5 and younger, and to $3,000 for children age 6 and older. The proposal's change with the greatest impact is making the credit fully available to all children in low and middle income families. The current rules contain 2 limits on the refundable part of the child tax credit, making it unavailable to children in the poorest families. Thanks to a boost from the government, leasing, not buying, is becoming the most affordable way to get your hands on an electric vehicle. Last year's Inflation Reduction Act provided a federal tax credit of up to $7,500 to use towards an electric vehicle. Under the rules, a dealer can apply that credit to any leased electric vehicle, no matter where it's made. This is to reduce a customer's monthly payment, but not for people who buy an electric vehicle. For buyers, only electric vehicles made in North America qualify for the full tax credit, and only 10 of the 49 electric vehicles for sale in the U.S. this year meet that requirement. But even then, the electric vehicle must contain certain percentages of battery parts from the United States or countries with which it has a trade deal for the buyer to receive a full $7,500 credit. The U.S. Treasury Department says that in establishing the tax credit, Congress classified leased but not purchased electric vehicles as commercial vehicles. So under the law, commercial vehicles are exempt from the North America manufacturing and battery content requirements. The result is that people who lease enjoy a much wider selection of electric vehicles that qualify for the $7,500 credit. And many consumers have become aware of that difference and are capitalizing on it. In April, leases accounted for 41% of all U.S. electric vehicle deliveries, 4 times the percentage in December, before the new rules took effect. So to qualify for the tax credit, a car cannot cost more than $55,000. SUVs, pickups, and vans cannot exceed $80,000. And a buyer's gross income must be no more than $150,000 if single, $300,000 if filing jointly, and $225,000 if head of a household. Critics, including some lawmakers on Capitol Hill, say, but not purchase electric vehicles to receive the full tax credit to be an unfair loophole. They argue that it benefits automakers that produce all their vehicles overseas and yet have to build electric vehicle and battery factories in the United States. Senator Joe Manchin, a West Virginia Democrat and a key author of the tax credit language, wanted the North American manufacturing requirement to help boost U.S. manufacturing jobs. He included the battery requirements to incentivize companies to build a domestic electric vehicle supply chain. Senator Manchin says the Biden administration is circumventing the laws by allowing tax credits for vehicles manufactured overseas. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts about electric vehicles? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section below. Well, my marvelous and magnificent friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here this Independence Day. To say thank you, I will be announcing a surprise winner for the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. Please enter the giveaway. All you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, my dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful, safe, and Independence Day.